Good evening, and we're back for Weekly Waffle. That time of the week again. I've just come back from a lovely day out. It's about as close to a holiday as I'm going to get this year. So, been to Minehead for the day. It was really nice. I haven't been for ages. In fact, I think it's about 2, maybe 3 years since I went last. But anyway, it was just nice to be down by the coast and enjoying time with my family and with my dogs, just chilling. So today I want to talk to you about one of 2 subjects that I've been asked to speak about. It's not the first one that I was asked to speak about because I'm still working on that, but it's actually quite an easy one for me to talk about, I guess, because it's something that I've done a lot more work on personally, and then it's something that I continue to work on. And it's the subject of confidence, really. So a friend said to me, how do you be confident? How do you become confident? It's not something you acquire. It's not something you learn. It's something you have. When you're born, you are an entity. You are a beautiful entity. And as you grow as a toddler and you learn to walk and you learn your first words, you're you. Absolutely and totally you. You might run around with your skirt over your head. I'm giving far too many personal examples here. But you might, I don't know, express yourself in a very gregarious way as a child. You'd be very rambunctious. You might make a lot of noise. You might take up generally a lot of space and make people aware that you are there. Then as you get older, you're aware of the space you take up. And that you're not so keen on. So it's more a question of, I'm here. I don't really know what I want to be doing. And you move into the rest of your life with those mental constructs. You have to learn to be unconfident. And that is what happens to every single person. Everybody goes through that process of, for want of a better description, having the confidence beaten out of them. And it's not going to be one thing that does that to you. It's going to be your peers. If somebody laughs at you, that's a huge thing. If someone belittles you, that's a massive thing. But then you also have the media. You have magazine pressure. You have society pressure saying this is your little box and you have to fit in that little box. So what you are and what you want to do is nothing. It ends up being nothing. You don't go with what you know is what you want to do. You try desperately to fit into that little box. And that's where the lack of confidence comes from. If you trust, and this is really hard, and I feel like the pot calling the kettle black, I really do. If you trust in yourself and you follow what you want to do, you'll never be wrong. Because you're doing what is right for you at that time. If you follow what other people tell you, you will only ever be a carbon copy of somebody else, someone else's desires, someone else's way of thinking, way of living. Confidence is simply that. It is having the courage to say, I am me. So I just picked up another book I started having a look at the other day. Give me just 1 second. Ta-da! This is an awesome little book. It is not in the same vein as other little self-help books because all it is are little quotes and comments, so you can pick it up And, you know, for example, you know, that's one. Another couple are maybe 2 pages long. There are just little reminders to push you in the right direction and to make you think, actually, why am I conforming to what other people want? Why don't I have the confidence to say, yeah, this is me. This is what I'm doing. I think a lot of it, people have the tendency to say, oh, I'm shy, I don't have the confidence. Yes, you do. You do have the confidence. But what you also have is a lot of learned restrictions, of learned codes that say you don't have the right to speak. But yes, you do. Start listening to yourself and stop listening to other people quite so much. It's kind of ironic me saying that, sitting here and preaching, but, you know, sometimes just hearing that you are right is all it takes to get you on the path. Anyway, I hope that is of some use to somebody. Fingers crossed it was the kind of thing that you were hoping I would say for you and to give you some guidance. But yeah, as my little old wall plaque behind me says, do more of what makes you happy. The emphasis on you. Okay, so that's going to be for this evening. I will definitely be back next week because I have another topic which is huge. And I'm not quite sure how I'm going to tackle it yet, but we will see. So thank you very much for tuning in again to this load of all rubbish. Mwah! Lots of love, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.